Imagine a two-dimensional object in a plane, like a ruler on a table. The ruler can translate in either dimension, forwards and backwards, left and right. Because the ruler is not completely symmetrical, it can also meaningfully rotate around the point. All these motions are degrees of freedom of the object. So in this case, the ruler has 3 degrees of freedom. While an object has at least 1 degree of freedom, it is called a mechanism, i.e. it can move. As engineers, our job is generally not to allow movement in structures, so we want to restrict this. There are ways to remove degrees of freedom. Imagine sticking a nail into one end of the ruler. It can no longer spatially translate, but the nail still allows it to rotate. In effect, we have removed 2 degrees of freedom from the ruler by means of a fixed pin support when allowing rotation but not translation. However, it is still a mechanism because it has 1 degree of freedom left. We can take this away. Now imagine 2 more nails at the other end of the ruler, 1 on either side. On its own, this means that supporting the ruler would only remove 1 degree of freedom. It still allows rotation and translation from side to side. This support allowing lateral motion is called a roller pin. The 2 supports together remove all 3 degrees of freedom from the ruler. Now it's no longer a mechanism. In fact, this method of supporting a ruler or a beam has a special name. It's called simply supported. There's also another way to remove degrees of freedom from the ruler. Simply stick multiple pins into one end. This will restrict all 3 degrees of freedom in one go. The ruler won't be able to translate as before. Now, the spacing between the pins also allows the ruler to resist rotation. This type of support that removes 3 degrees of freedom is called an Encaster, and the setup just described, with an Encaster at one end of the ruler and the other end free, is a cantilever. We've gone through 3 basic types of support and 2 of the simplest ways to support a singly structural member today.